So I bet you can't even get your hands on a PlayStation 5, right? Whether it be the digital version or the full-fat disc version. Well, guess what? They're already planning on releasing a PlayStation 5 Slim. Everyone's been joking about it, but no, it's a real thing, and it's probably coming in 2023. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So Sony, as of December 31st, 2020, has already sold 4.5 million PlayStation 5s. That's a lot of consoles, and I'm sure the number is much higher than that because that was from December 31st, 2020. We're now getting into the middle of March. I'm sure that number is much higher. Anyway, the PlayStation 5 is wildly successful. Whether you account for how many scalpers have bought a lot of those consoles or not, doesn't matter. It's still a highly desirable item, and once it goes on store shelves, it's gone. Whether it be bots or whether it be humans actually buying them, we could debate that, but still, people want a PS5. That's the bottom line. Well, guess what? Even though you can't find the consoles that are out now from Sony, they're already planning on releasing a PS5 Slim, and it's going to be coming out in 2023, and it's going to be based on 5nm tech. Right now, this is based on Zen 2 7nm tech. It's still going to be Zen 2, but they're going to refine the fabrication process so they can make the console smaller and it will run cooler. This comes from notebookcheck.net. I'm going to read it to you, then we will discuss. Sony's latest console runs on 7nm chipsets, but Red Gaming Tech claims that the company has booked time with TSMC in 2023 for its 5nm node. Typically, a node switch implies that a new console is in development, like the move from 28nm in the original PS4 to 16nm with the PS4 Slim and PS4 Pro. Red Gaming Tech asserts that Sony has assigned TSMC's 5nm node for a PS5 Slim, although he stresses that this is more of a theory than a leak. The company may be planning to release a PS5 Pro using a 5nm node, but Red Gaming Tech believes that Sony would need to increase the console's GPU die size if it were to do so. Ultimately, a PS5 Slim would probably consume less power than the PS5, along with having a smaller footprint, as its name suggests. However, 2023 may not be the release date of the new PS5 models, though. While a 2023 release would mirror the 3-year refresh point that Sony undertook with the PS3 and PS4, there was a 4-year gap between the original PS2 and the PS2 Slim line. Similarly, it took Sony 6 years to release the PS1. Hence, 2023 may be when the PS5 Slim enters mass production, but it could be 2024 before Sony releases the console refresh. Or it could be with this 5nm process that Sony releases a PS5 Slim and a PS5 Pro the same year, because I was just double checking now. The PS4 Slim came out September 2016, and the PS4 Pro came out November 2016. So we got both reiterations of the PS4 in a couple months time span from each other. It wasn't like they came out with the PS4 Slim 1 year and then in 2017 we got the PS4 Pro, and within a couple months they both were released onto the market. So maybe Sony's going to use this smaller fabrication process, the 5nm fabrication process, to release a Slim of the PS5, which Lord knows that we need one. It's a big, long console. And I am still talking about a console, so a PS5 Slim would be nice. And if to have the smaller fabrication process means they can make a big, beefier GPU for the PS5 Pro, and it would produce less heat with that 5nm process. So I have a feeling we may see both in 2023. If you just want a smaller PS5, boom, you have one. Or if you want the more powerful PS5 Pro, which we already know they have patents for, you could get that too. That wouldn't surprise me, and that's what I think is going to be the outcome. Now, a lot of people who were expecting a PS5 Slim sooner, I've seen that during my live streams, which you could come check those out between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, basically every evening, and I start around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and stream for sometimes anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. I do that right on this channel. People always say, hey, Rich, I think it's going to come sooner. I don't think it's going to be sooner than 2023. It kind of wouldn't make sense to rush out a refined version of the PS5. They probably would want to recoup the money from all the R&D they had to spend on this version of the PlayStation 5. So I think 2023 is more reasonable. So let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that Sony is going to release the PS5 Slim and PS5 Pro in 2023? And would that make you wait to buy one instead of buying one right now? I'm going to be honest with you. Whether you're buying a Series X or PlayStation 5, you could wait for like another 6 months. I thought the console should have been released in sometime in 2021, not late 2020. They weren't ready yet. That makes people angry. That's why I'm whispering. And if you're angry at that, I don't care. Anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button. Click the bell button so you get notified of all my new videos. I have plenty of interesting content coming up on this channel. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. And if my phone buzzes one more time, I'm going to throw it across the room. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.